and it'll stop water penetration. You can put that up on Denza, then you can use your regular masonry products you put up on the buildings, if it's brick or stone or whatever. In our system, when you use it with the cement board application, it actually becomes just a waterproofing membrane, okay? So what you would do is you put up your cement board application, per the cement board application's instructions, which is either perma-based, rock. It has to be an exterior rated sheet. Over the exterior rated sheeting is where we would go with the product. What we want to do when we do that is we actually want to tape the seams. And taping the seams is actually with an alkaline resistant tape. This tape has got a little bit of a self-adhesive material to it, so it will stick on the cement board. And then once we get some material mixed up, we'll actually just skim coat it just like drywalling. We want to seam all the corners, edges, either inside or outside, and all the screw holes. If the screw holes are embedded, a certain point or over embedded, you want to just patch those screw holes just like you would drywall. Okay. A couple different products we have is we have our masonry veneer installation mortar, and then what we have is our high bond mortar, and then we have our thin brick mortar. Where is each one of these used? Well, if you're looking for a non-sag high bond product, it would be our masonry veneer mortar, which is the first bag here. And this is the product we're going to kind of demonstrate. Is the veneer mortar, okay? Our high bond product is used when you're doing a dry stack look. So, what's the product called? Real stone? Real stone? Real stone? Yeah, like a ledgy type stone. So if you're using a ledge type stone, where you're going to start with a starter strip at the bottom, use high bond to do that. Okay? You can use veneer mortar, but you're going to get a better strength bond because of the ledge size of those stones. Some of those are typically hitting the weight of about 15 pounds per square foot. Our thin brick mortar, hence the name, is used with the thin brick system, so you can use thin brick the same way. So when you're installing the products, you're basically using the air and water barrier over the cement board. And it's a two-coat application where you would apply an air and water barrier to 15 to 20 mils thick on the wall, hitting maybe an average of 18 mils. And this is a mil gauge. So what it is little markings on there that give you an idea how thick the coating is. And when you go to do that, you roll apply using a 1/2-inch roller. You can use 18s. You can spray apply it also, low pressure sprayer. So basically what ends up happening is you back roll it once it's sprayed up on the wall with your rollers. Or you do a rolling system and you can roll right out of the bucket if you want. But what you'll do is you'll come across on the board, you'll scratch up about 1 inch, hold that out, and then you'll see where you're at on your markings for the mill thickness when it's wet. Once it dries, the mill thickness actually and the color changes to an olive color, or a lighter olive color than it is normal. Down here on this side here, you can see this is kind of a weak coat, because you can see cement board through that. We just wanted to demonstrate how that product is applied incorrectly on this, and then applied correctly. Where you do not see, this is two coats, you do not see the words or the cement board showing through, okay? So that means it's actually a waterproof product. I explained the alkaline resistant tape. Where that's used is this. On any of your seams, holes, edging, outside, inside edging, you want to tape with that first, and then do we have a little bit we can put something to put on there? Yep. So any of the products, such as a thin brick mortar, the high bond mortar, or the veneer mortar, you can actually just use this product here to actually do your skim coating. Just using it because I got one hand.
He's one-handed. So I'm the man of mine. Real flat. water through the seams. Okay, getting it embedded into the middle, and then striking it off. Doesn't have to be that pretty, right? So you want to, on the corners, where we pressing it into the tape, filling it all in.
So we would actually do this process prior to the air and water barrier being up. Because of our time frame, we actually just coated the air and water barrier. So we would let this dry, then come back, put up the air and water barrier with the 2 coats. That 2 coats actually can sit exposed 90 days. So there's no rush to get to it unless you're at 89. Then you got to coat the wall. So basically this can sit exposed for 90 days as such. If it's hot outside like that, you want to have it tented in on the wall so it's a little bit cooler with the mesh screening. You don't want to go right to the hot wall with all the materials. You don't want to let your materials sit out in the hot sun either. So basically with the veneers mortar, it's slaked. So what we did was we mixed it up. You want to explain mixing, Bob?
You're going to mix up to what you're setting because we're dealing with a lot of different types of products. So if I was doing thin brick, I could make it a little thinner, easier to spread. Doesn't take as much bond strength to hold it up if we're using a fixotropic product. This pattern here, I mixed this up to try to set these stones. And I'll show y'all how a corner works as well. So mix it up to what it's going to take you 1 or 2 times to understand exactly what the product is. So mix up half buckets, especially with the thin brick mortar and the masonry veneer mortar. Okay, half bucket mixes and mix up several of them. It'll stay in the bucket for about 3 or 4 hours. Okay, keep it out of the sun if you leave or whatever. Just mix it up, no water added. Just keep mixing it up and it'll stay the same.
So we got a period of time, and actually where before you start to use it on the wall, you actually want the product to slake. That means the polymers are going to absorb some of the water and dissipate into it so that it becomes even more elasticity. So we give it about 15 minutes to slake, and then we're able to use the product. So you would mix that up, guys have their coffee and donuts, and then they can go do the wall right up real quick.
And I clean it as I go.
So, but just going back to air and water barrier, is there any questions about air and water barrier? It's a water-based product, easy to clean up, not real messy at all. Like I said, again, you roll it on, it starts out as a little bit darker color. And you want to make sure you got a good coating, using a 1/2 inch or a 3/4 inch and a half roller just to back it in to the wall. It's waterproofing. Yeah, it's the green. That's it changes colors.
Yeah, that way
so that's how you know it's dry.
This is dry.